Alright, I'm back again. As you can obviously tell, I'm not dead. Still a bit congested and my head's pretty well plugged up, but aside from that, I'm doing pretty well. Quite a bit to cover today. Let's get the ball started. First off, the Secret Service is finally getting a new director. It's interim at this point, but let's face it, she needed to go. If you are going to muck up something as big as they did at the Trump rally, you deserve to be gone. And that was, from what little I saw, both sides of the aisle at the congressional hearing agreed with that. To the point they were asking, would you prefer I yield my time so you can draft your resignation letter now? That was very potent of an image. They didn't put up with that crap. They let her know you screwed up at a level that is unacceptable. And it was Democrats too were saying that. It wasn't just pissy Republicans. No. They made it abundantly clear that if you're head of the Secret Service, you can't be doing stuff like having an open roof with assets inside the building but no one on said roof. Because it was a little warm, although you had people outside on roofs. There was too much of a slope, even though you had people on roofs with steeper slopes. Next up, right now Bob Menendez is saying he is looking to resign. I believe he said it was going to be on August 20th, I believe it was. I'll throw a link below to that. Here's why this is complete and total bullshit. If you look at George Santos, I don't believe he's had a hearing date to as of the recording of this video. I know he's had some pretty vile accusations leveled against him with some things to back it up. But I don't think he's had an actual hearing date. Could be wrong. I will specify that in the description if I am. Bob Menendez was found guilty of bribery and they referenced acting as a foreign agent. Where's the bipartisan call to have him removed from office? He should have been removed the first time he got busted. What was it, in 2008? Instead, they swept it under the rug. And he kept doing it for who knows how long. How is that not treason? Why are they not trying him for treason? Because that's what it is. Now, he did mention he is going to appeal the ruling. But still, why are they allowing him the luxury of resigning on his terms? They should be giving him the boot. There shouldn't be any question. There shouldn't be a need to debate it or to hear it. He was found guilty. So, vote to remove him today. Let's get this on a referendum. See who's willing to stand up and do the right thing. Last but not least, Kamala Harris, or as I lovingly and unaffectionately refer to her as Horseface Harris, because when she laughs, for some reason it reminds me of a horse. she supposedly has secured enough delegates pledged to her to get the Democrat nomination. I still think there should be some sort of popular vote done on this because, let's face it, they want to scream, "My democracy." Well, let's have a taste of democracy, unless you don't want democracy, which is apparently what the situation they want. Because if you wanted democracy, the Democratic candidate would be chosen by popular vote, not by electors or delegates that are chosen at random. Now all of a sudden they are complaining about Trump's age. Some of the same people who defended Biden in his age are now complaining about Trump being too old. Say it with me, folks. This is called hypocrisy. I would like to say this is the end of the line, but let's face it, I'm still not convinced she will wind up being the nominee. Why? Because half the time she sounds like she's freaking drunk. Have you listened to her go on about why she loves electric buses? Because when I was in school, I went to school on a school bus. And didn't you go to school on a school bus? That's why I love electric school buses. And I wish I was exaggerating when I did that, but no, I am in fact not. That is more or less what she said, and more or less how she said it. And some of the things she says is the dumbest things possible. But let's face it. What has she accomplished as vice president? Nothing. Except keeping a lower profile than any other vice president that I can recall. Because she's not likable. She really and truthfully isn't. Everything she was put in charge of, such as the border, what was accomplished? Has she ever been to the border? No. To my knowledge, she has not yet to this day been to the southern border where she was put in charge of. And I believe even Lester Holt called her out on that one. Her biggest thing is her stint as the DA and Attorney General out in California, and let's face it, that's not a record she wants to run on. So what does she have to run on? Attacking Trump personally. And this is literally on the heels of everyone saying, including her, we need to dial back on the rhetoric and focus on the issues. Dial back the rhetoric, focus on issues. And now all of a sudden, she wants to say he's nothing but a scammer, a liar, a thief, which we all know because he's filthy rich and he got into politics. And let's face it, if you have any type of success in politics for any length of time, you're probably a liar and a thief. Does she really have room to talk? I mean, she's an attorney who became a politician. When you look at it, I mean, when she ran against Joe Biden, she couldn't even make it to Iowa before she dropped out. That's how bad she did. And yeah, you're going to see initial bumps in the polling. That's just your generic run-of-the-mill whatever. But let's face it, before the announcement, her approval as vice president was, I think, was it not under 40%? I know those who disapproved of her were over 50%. That was her as vice president laying low, keeping her off TV. She's going to have to be front and center. Sure, she will get my apologies. Not dead. She will have the initial bump just because of the energy of the news, to be expected. Sometimes I wish I actually could edit videos. But long term, do you think Kamala Harris can maintain the enthusiasm? The answer is not likely. When I said the most interesting and unexpected things of this election cycle are yet to come, I meant it. I meant it a week ago, and I definitely mean it now. What did I say? Hold on tight. Shit's fixing to get real. Get ready. You ain't seen nothing yet, I do not believe. I'll have to try and remember to throw some links down below in the description. Let me know what you think. Later.